guys ready? First of all, really, really good ball game, very competitive game. Both teams, I thought, played well offensively. I thought both teams played good defensively. I mean, some tough shots was made tonight with hands in their faces and guys moving with not much time to shoot it. And I just thought our team was the toughest team down the stretch there. And it's a weird game because there's no free throw shot in the first half. I don't think many free throws shot in the first half. There's no fouls called in the first half, which was a weird game, and both teams were shooting a good percentage. But I thought just in the second half, we was able to get multiple stops, and I think we was the toughest team the last 3 minutes of the game. Got production from Markel as always. I thought J.J. White ran his team and did a great job, talking about 6 assists and only 1 turnover. Then, of course, Tony O just showed up and hit that big 3 he hit was really, really big. That gave us separation in that game. We was able to go down and get a stop. But and Jay Sean Glover, unbelievable job, made threes in the first half. Then his defense was really good in the second half, and he hit that big mid-range pull-up right when we was kind of leaking oil and needed a bucket. So proud of all those guys for how they played today. Great team effort. I thought we fought. I think North Dakota State guys is really, really good. I think they got a really good basketball team. Today we was just a little bit better.
To Tony's run there, you had 8 of your 9 points when you needed it the most and stepped up, obviously in a big way. Senior, seen a lot, won a lot, lost a lot, won a lot. Just talk about him overall.
Tony, junior, and he's worked. He's a worker. He knows what we expect from him. He has high expectations for himself, and it makes a difference when guys been in the program for 2.5, 3 years. They understand. No moment is big for him. This is something I think he could do every day. Now he's consistently making shots, consistently taking good ones, and we're getting him good ones, and his confidence is high. But he's one of those guys that you got to account for, and you have to have those guys on the floor. And I'm just glad he was able to make shots today. But I knew right from the start he was ready to go. Early in the game, he was ready to go. So did a good job, really good job today.
You started conference season by winning up there,
Mm-hmm.
like North Dakota State. Where do you feel like this team is different now than they were back then?
No doubt. We're a totally different team. And I don't think from an offensive or defensive standpoint we're different, but I think we're more confident now. We're more sure of what we're supposed to do now. And that grows as the season goes on and guys grow up and mature. Our situational basketball guys understand what's supposed to happen now. We don't have as many random bad possessions. We don't have random bad turnovers as much. Now we'll miss some shots, but I think everybody understands what their roles are, and everybody understands what's supposed to happen on the floor, on both ends of the floor.
You were talking about how important Thursday night was as far as an emotional win and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Is this kind of the same way? I know it ended up being an 11-point game or whatever, but I mean it was close going right down.
No doubt. I think both games was close. Both games came down to 1 or 2 possessions, as you can see. But I mean, JJ hitting the shot the other night was big, but because they just hit a shot to tie the game up, and I thought, they hit those 2 threes back to back. Monet hit those 2 threes to cut it to 1. Luckily, we got a timeout right there, and I told him in the huddle, I said, guys, there's 3:16 left in the game. We're up 1. Like, we got to have good possessions, and we got to get 1 stop. And the next possession, Tony hits the shot. But I told him the toughest team is going to win the game. The tougher team is going to win the game, and we end up being the tougher team for those last 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Then we finish it out with free throws.
The run they had to sort of end the half-ish, the resolve of your team to kind of fight through that 18-4 run.
Right. And it was all self-inflicted. I mean, it was stuff that we did. We took bad shots. We turned it over. I mean, we had 5 possessions right there where we took marginal shots. And I think in those 5, 2 of them was turnovers. And it led to their run. But we just didn't get shots. We got happy, and that's where we have to grow. We'll get a 13, 12-point lead and have a couple bad possessions. That's where we have to grow as a basketball team.
How do you, the hot start shooting, you knew that, I mean, if that would have kept up, you would have scored 150. So, but in that moment, what are you thinking to yourself? Like, just keep making them?
Well, no, we're going to keep playing free, and that's the way we play. We want to shoot between 20 and 30 of them a game. And guys got hot. Markel hit his first three. Jay Sean hit his first three. I want to say Tony hit one in the first half. We just got hot and made some shots there. We got a little separation. But our game plan was to get the ball into the paint, was to play in our paint, and we got happy. Got the lead and got happy and kept shooting it. That's what happened. You missed 2 or 3 in a row. But I thought second half we was more intentional about getting the ball in the paint and drawing fouls and trying to get into the bonus early into the game in the second half.
You know, next week is going to be 2 tests when you go to Brookings and Minneapolis. What does this week kind of do for you, for the team, kind of leading into next week?
I mean, every game is big. We talk to our guys about every game is big now. If you're really chasing a conference championship, we think every game is big, whether it's at home or on the road. So we'll go up to Brookings, and we're gonna be a battle. I don't think they've lost a game in that building, so hopefully we can be the first one to do it. But it's a good matchup for us. Both games are good matchups for us, and we're looking forward to going up there and try to get one, and go to St. Paul and try to get another one.
We got to stay up there.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, was that one of the biggest shots you've had since you've been here, or were you just, I mean, what kind of led you to, I guess, take that shot, I guess?
Yeah, you know, I had made a couple, so it always feels good to see a couple go in. But I'd say that's for sure the biggest shot I've made since I've been here. And, you know, it feels good to see some go in, and they did a good job finding me in open spots at the end.
That's the biggest shot you ever had?
Probably here.
Jay Sean, you came off the bench. Coach mentioned it. You started hot and hit a couple threes. You defended really well. You had to switch off, and you guys changed defensive maybe matchups a little bit.
I'm not speaking too much on our defensive schemes, but yeah, something like that.
And what were you? You know, you're the key bench guy for this team. How do you just stay ready all the time, especially tonight?
I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, it's just a basketball game. So going out and just giving it my all, sticking to the game plan essentially, and just playing free.
How important is it? Like, it seems to be a different guy every night for you guys. Is that something you guys just kind of preach in practice and everything? Is anybody can step up and kind of do this?
I mean, it just comes and goes. Like, what we care about really is defending and rebound. We don't really care too much who scores the ball. We know at any point, like, anybody can get hot, literally. We've seen it with Lance, JJ, Tony. Like, it goes down Markel, Cam. Like, it goes down the list. So we don't really care who scores the ball too much. It's more so defending the rebound.
And I think that's what makes us so versatile and, you know, hard to prepare and match up for those teams that have 6 or 7 dudes that can go get it. And, you know, like our bench, those 3 dudes we're bringing off the bench, it's an extension of the starting lineup. You know, I heard the coach from Texas say it last year about Jabari Rice. You know, they said he was like their 6th starter, and we kind of play that exact way. It doesn't matter who gets it. It's about winning.
Tony, you came out in the second half, hit a couple threes early in a minute and whatever. You always have energy, but was there a kind of focus like, all right, we got to kind of get this back up?
Yeah, you know, especially after their big run to in the half, you know, you got to come out and steady the ship. And we were older and mature, and, you know, younger teams. You know, I've been a part of the 2 younger teams that have panicked during stuff like that, and there was just no panic in the locker room. You know, it was calm, and we did what we needed to. We got good shots, and, you know, we made them.
Conference season started. You guys went up to North Dakota, won 2 games, everything. How do you feel like this team is different now than it was early January?
I think the biggest thing is we can win games different ways. You know, I think those first 2 in North Dakota we won because we shot it really well. And then, you know, I think kind of you're starting to see us win games just being able to defend and lock in. You know, like against Denver, we didn't make any shots, and, you know, we found a way to win. And then Thursday we kind of let them back in the game and found a way to win. I think that's just us, you know, getting used to winning now, and we're putting everything together.
I would just say we still hunting, man. We still want more. So, yeah, that's it. That's all.
Looking forward to going back to Minnesota next week.
Absolutely, man. I love Minnesota. I like playing in environments like that. It's beautiful. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.